Hi, this is Noelle Roberts with Total News at CPAC 2023 in Washington, D.C. I'm joined now by Congressman Byron Donalds. Thank you so much for stopping.
How you doing?
Because I know you're so busy. I'm doing great now that you stopped by. I've been tracking you all day, so it's good to get you here. So tell us, Washington is just going crazy, of course, as always. Maybe now more than ever with 2024 ramping up and our border breaking down as worse than it ever has been. I'm in Arizona, as you know, so it's, we don't know what to do over there. So what's happening in Florida? You've got DeSantis maybe leaving Florida to run for the presidency. So where are you at on all of this?
You know what? Right now I'm just focused on my job. Hold on, time out. Real quick, Total News. She has been working the floor like back and forth nonstop. This is the hardest working woman in show business. Anyway, I'm just focused on my job right now. Politics always shakes itself out, so I don't really get too high. I don't get too low. I try to keep everything in perspective.
What's going on in your district? Because we don't hear about that a lot. You know what I mean? And your people that you serve, that doesn't always get highlighted. It's always about the national scene and the interview. And so, what do you hear from your constituents out there? Because Florida's a happy place these days. People are flooding there, right?
People are very happy. We're still, in my district, we're still recovering from Hurricane Ian. So we're, having to battle it out with FEMA. They're being bureaucrats, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm just an action guy. Let's get the job done. We can figure out the stuff later, especially when people are caught in a lurch. But Florida, what people really want is to be left alone. They want a country that functions, that works. They want to grow their businesses. They want to raise their families. They want to love on their grandkids. They want to go on vacation. They want to live the dream. They want the dream not to just be something they think about. They want it to see it continuously materialize in the lives of people. And when you have rampant inflation and a massive border problem and an economy that's stalling out and these crazy environmental policies which slow things down and make it more expensive, that's not helping people live that dream.
So you spoke about those still suffering from the hurricane issue and FEMA not really stepping up as they probably should at this time. You see what's happening. Our money's going across to Ukraine and other countries really all the time. What do you think, as somebody in our government, what do you think, and how can you really get in there and affect and get that money to our people here in America that need the help the most?
Well, it's very frustrating because, look, I'm not opposed to helping other people around the globe, but the old saying is charity starts at home. You want to make sure you do the work here. And when you do that, and then if you have other excesses, you can go out and be helpful across the globe. I don't think there's anything wrong with that per se. But when you leave Americans in the lurch here, when you're not securing our borders here and exposing our sovereignty to a lot of issues, or like what's happening in Washington, D.C., when you're letting non-citizens vote, whether they're foreign nationals or illegal immigrants, they get to vote, that's just stupid, in my opinion. And that's the frustrating piece. Now, how do we get it done? It's going to take presidential leadership, because you got to have a partner in the White House who says, yeah, that's dumb. We're stopping that. Let's make sure our people get the things that they need so they can get back on their feet. Right. And let's make sure we secure the homeland and keep our economy running and growing and being the best in the world.
Okay, here's a really loaded question. DeSantis or Trump? Where would you like to see that go?
Right now there's only Trump. He's running. DeSantis ain't running. So, until that happens, it happens.
Excellent answer from our Congressman Byron Donalds out of Florida. Thank you for joining us again. And this is Noelle Roberts, Total News, CPAC 2023 in Washington, D.C.